Okay, welcome back to Views with Hughes or Jennifer News. This is Jerome Hughes. Today's story: Nelson Peltz is making a big comeback right now, but now he has the helping of Ike Perlmutter giving Trian his shares of the Disney his of the Disney company or stock. So this is reported in Axios as well as possibly other trades too, where ex Marvel chair Ike Perlmutter backs Nelson Peltz's push for Disney board seats. All right. I also have a few notes of my own included in this as well. So just to sum it all up, former Marvel chairman Isaac Perlmutter has granted Trian Partners full voting authority over substantial Disney shares, as Nelson Peltz, co-founder of Trian, seeks to actually secure board positions. Okay, so this is all interesting, and it's happening as we speak. Now, he's granted on Trian Partners full voting authority over his substantial Disney shares as Nelson Peltz, co-founder of Trian, seeks to secure board positions. This means that Trian now holds 4 times the voting power compared to the previous Disney proxy battle. And Perlmutter, who was laid off earlier this year due to Disney's what was stated cost-cutting measures, revealed to the Wall Street Journal that he has entrusted his stake to Trian. With Perlmutter shares included, Trian's stake in Disney has risen to 33 million shares, valued at around $2.5 billion. The majority of his stake consists of Perlmutter's own shares. Perlmutter, who sold Marvel to Disney for $4 billion in 2009, stands as one of Disney's largest independent shareholders. He assisted Trian in their previous proxy campaign by contacting directors and facilitating meetings between Peltz and former Disney CEO Bob Chapek. In the broader context, Trian's upcoming proxy battle, with the nomination period for directors opening in December, is poised to carry more weight this time. The firm intends to vie for board seats for Peltz and at least one additional representative. Who do you think that representative would be? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments below as well. According to the sources familiar with the plan itself, all right, so in their previous proxy battle, Trian criticized Disney for lacking the cost control on it in its streaming strategy and relying excessively on park division profits to subsidize streaming expenses. They also faulted Disney's board and leadership for consistent shortcomings in succession planning. Now, since then, Disney CEO Bob Iger's contract has been extended to 2026 without a designated successor. Simultaneously, Disney is exploring strategic partnerships for ESPN and contemplating sale of certain assets, including the broadcast network ABC. Perlmutter and Iger they definitely have a strained relationship where Perlmutter revealed that he was let go in March, and he stated that he was terminated due to fundamental disagreements in business approach between himself and Disney leadership, emphasizing his concern for return on investment. Disney actually countered that argument that Perlmutter's department overseeing Marvel's publishing and licensing had become redundant. Okay. So the fact of the matter is that all of this wouldn't be happening if Bob Iger actually listened to the fans, if Bob Iger actually made the right decisions, if Bob Iger made the right moves, if Bob Iger didn't make the decisions to the point where the company had to spend so much money and make little back in return. What led to that? Bob Iger approving all the DEI initiatives that's happening within the company, the parks, so on and so forth, overspending on content as well as Disney parks attractions and stuff for things that people didn't even want. And as I said last year, or possibly even the year before that, Bob Iger doesn't have a creative inch in his or bone in his body. All right. And the fact of the matter is, now we see that Nelson Peltz is doing the same thing to Bob Iger that Bob Iger did to Bob Chapek when Chapek was the CEO at the time. Okay. Now, the fact of the matter is, Bob Iger always didn't want Ike Perlmutter within the company itself. So he always wanted to fire him. Okay. So then he was let go. And then that's when Kevin Feige took his place. And then we see here that Kevin Feige was willing to actually go along with, this Bob Iger's move to make Disney a whole ESG masterpiece, if you will. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, Kevin Feige could have been gone. Even Kathleen Kennedy could have been gone because both sub companies, Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm, has actually recently put out their bad content in movies and shows and everything. Where came to the point where they did not make back the money that Bob Iger overspent. Okay, this is only affecting the company, but it's also affecting the investors as well, because the fact that investors put so much money into this, and this is nuts and pelts included, they put so much money into this, then they haven't made anything in return, basically. So now we see also that the earnings call is coming up soon. Nelson, Bob Iger's going to have to answer for that. He also going to have to reveal the different things, the cost cutting measures, how they've played out, as well as any kind of significance that the company has guarded in. And there's not much for Bob Iger to say on that front, because I have yet to see any success. Okay, he might continue to say that Avatar was a success under Disney, but Avatar's been released last year, and we've been under a new quarter and everything. All right. But the fact of the matter is, all these things could be done if he actually if these two individuals, Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy, were let go a long time ago. Now, if Nelson Peltz were to actually get his way and he actually became in control of the company itself and had another person on the board with him, and they got majority stake in the voting and everything, then guess what? It's possible that one scenario he could fight Kathleen Kennedy as well as Kevin Feige. Or in another scenario, they won't be fired because Kathleen Kennedy possibly has some goods on the different Disney executives as well as Hollywood executives and everything, of a whole vernacular of blackmailing. And also, this comes down to this as well. They haven't found anyone to go ahead and replace both positions for those companies as president of both Marvel Studios as well as Lucasfilm. All right. But my thing is, they can find somebody. There's probably people out there who wants to go ahead and do it. But the thing is, they have to also answer to Bob Iger. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to have that done. But now we see that Nelson Peltz is coming into the fray. Maybe, just maybe, and I could be wrong about this, but just maybe they may be able to go ahead and answer to Nelson Peltz, and then they can have the more controlled creative liberties that they've always wanted before. All right. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts that you have on this particular topic. Go ahead and smash the like button, share far wide across social media if you enjoy what you stayed in this video. Do you think that Nelson Peltz's move that he's making right now is just the beginning, or do you think that this is the biggest highlight for him so far? All right, so let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know how you feel about this particular thing. If you enjoy what I shared in this video, again, go ahead and smash the like button, share far wide across social media. And if you haven't done so already, you enjoyed all the content out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.